Let's say you have a phone that is acting up, the software is a little bit buggy, it's running slow, your battery is dying really fast, and you need to reset the phone and restore it to factory settings. I'm going to show you how to do that today. It's going to require a couple of steps, but it's really not that difficult to do. The first thing you will need is a computer. For the purpose of this video, I do have my MacBook Pro here, but you can do this with a PC. The first thing you want to do is download the latest iTunes software on your MacBook or your PC. Once you've done that, go to your phone. Let's have a look at the phone itself. We've got a cable plugged into it. You can see the USB cable right here and the USB cable right here, the lightning cable. We're going to plug that right into the phone itself. We'll plug that in first. There we go. It's probably going to ask you to trust or something on your computer. Sometimes it won't if you've already done that before, but we're going to leave that as is for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press a couple combinations of buttons. The first thing we're going to do is press the up button and then the down button, and then we're going to hold down the power on and off button. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to press up, down, hold the button. Continue holding this button. You're going to have to hold this button for probably 20 or 30 seconds until you see the phone go into recovery mode. Continue holding, don't let go of the button right there. Even if you see that Apple logo, don't let go yet. Continue holding. It will show up with like a little computer on the iPhone itself, and that will let you know. There we go. Now you can release the button, and you can see now the phone is in like a recovery mode or DFU mode, as a lot of you like to call it. So we'll leave it as is. We'll put the phone down here for a second, and it says there's a problem with your iPhone that requires it to be updated or restored. Updating it would be updating it to the newest software. Restoring it would be factory resetting it, making it nice and fresh. So we're going to hit the restore. Now before you do that, I want to remind you that this will erase everything off your phone. So any photos, pictures, or anything you have on your phone is gone unless you have backed up your phone through iCloud or your iTunes computer before. Then you do have a backup of it. But don't do this if you don't want to lose your information, so make sure you have a backup of your phone. So let's go ahead and hit the restore on there and restore and update. So this means that if you don't have the latest software on your phone, this will require it to update to the latest software. If you don't have the latest update on your computer, it's going to download that update for you before it restores your phone. So I'm going to go ahead and click on restore and update. And we're just going to let it do its thing. You can see because I have the software already on my computer, it's extracting the software, and then we're going to let it do its thing. You can still see my phone still has that recovery mode on there, but let's go ahead and fast forward and see what it does once it's done extracting and installing that software. You can see once it's preparing and restoring the software, it does show with the Apple logo, so it does go away from that little computer screen on the iPhone. But let's go ahead and let it do its little bar install up there, and once that process is done, you will get a little icon on your screen which says this iPhone has been restored. And now that it's done, you can see it's just hitting that reset mode, and it's going to go back to completely the beginning, the factory fresh when you got your iPhone. And while it's restarting, you can see it did pop up with this screen which says activation lock, which means that you do need to enter your Apple ID username and password to unlock the phone. So if you found this phone or it's a lost phone and you're trying to do this process to get into the phone, if you don't have the Apple ID username or password, you're not going to be able to use this phone. The phone is completely useless. So if it's a stolen phone or it's a lost phone, try and find the original owner and give it back to them. But if it's your phone, all you need to do is enter your Apple ID username and password, and you can continue the process. And there we go. We are at the beginning stages of this phone as if it was brand new. I can unplug it now, and then we can continue the process as far as activating the phone in normal. Again, if you haven't entered your Apple ID username and password, it will take you to the steps to do that on here. If this video was helpful for you, make sure you smash that thumbs up and leave me a comment down below to let me know, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.